Alright, so we got the Hawks here. Hopefully Mike Conley can come back so I can trade him away. Just to give Walter Clayton the rest of the starts. Caldwell Pope will probably stay around. Chris Middleton. Who can I trade for Chris Middleton? Yeah, I'll just keep him. I'll keep him till the end of the season, and then I'm gonna give him like a 3 or 4% boost because he oh, Trae Young's not here. Hold up. Who do I fucking okay, well. Wow, okay. Wow.
In the middle, 7'2", number 8, Kristaps Porzingis.
I really don't care. Kristaps, I want Jalen Duren on him.
Middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that
Walter
trap
Clayton
of
Jr.
looking
is getting his
too
first
far
start.
ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
Let's check out Pittsburgh's starting lineup. We've got Caldwell Pope. Jalen Duren is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Chris Middleton.
Walter Clayton Jr. hits the three.
Three-point land.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice
Without
that
Trae
extra.
Young.
Daniels with it, defended by Middleton. Porzingis with a screen on Middleton. Outside, Porzingis for three.
Duren was there,
pulls
Walter
it
Clayton with
in.
3
Want
rebounds.
to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going, and you could see frustrations emerge.
Well, it wasn't a pretty game as far as shooting goes, but ugly wins count just the same.
Clock is at 3, and that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Duren sets the screen for Caldwell Pope. It's good.
Caldwell Pope hits
Well, I
the
really
mid-range
like
shot.
Caldwell Pope's shot selection. It's why he holds respectable percentages throughout his career.
Here is Daniels, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Over to the wing. Porzingis inside, defended by Duren, and good that time.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I'd keep going to that until they stop it.
Middleton on the wing, guarded by Rizachet.
Chris
And
Middleton
again,
for
it's
3.
Pittsburgh with a 3.
Broken that
And
back.
they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's
I'm also
Wallace.
not trying to do
Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Porzingis passes to Wallace. In the corner, Middleton with it. Lets it go with a three.
Middleton for
and
three.
again, it's Pittsburgh with a
Back-to-back
three.
threes for Chris
Yeah,
Middleton.
this looks like a pregame shoot-around with
He's
all the
having a
threes
really Bible
they're
here.
allowing.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding free Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with now.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. Now Middleton, after Jalen Johnson missing on the last three-pointer. Back to Middleton, and he banks in the layup. Middleton's got 8.
Yeah, and with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Outside Daniels. Back to Wallace. Wallace with the screen on Duran. And they get it, and Wallace finishes inside. Wallace has got his second bucket tonight.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Middleton outside. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Moving well.
Jalen Duran.
Duran working in the
15
two-man
points,
game.
13 rebounds.
Here's
A
Wallace.
franchise centerpiece. Pistons let him walk.
Outside Daniel. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Porzingis inside. Duran's on him. Outside Daniel. Shot clock at 5. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Johnson lays it up and banks it in.
Well, look, the defense is there, but Johnson can score it on pretty much anyone.
Hachimura the screen to the inside. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Hachimura
I
with
mean,
the
maybe
dunk
could have
now.
tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Wallace. Daniels kicks to Wallace. Pass to Rizachet. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Porzingis. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
Well, I'm a big fan of the passing aspect of Johnson's game. He's proven to be a very unselfish, team-oriented guy.
Now here is Hachimura. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Rizachet finds Daniel. Porzingis passes to Wallace. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And he's such a big guy. Porzingis can just power through a foul and convert with ease.
Pittsburgh leading by 4. Pass to Hachimura. Hachimura with a screen on Wallace. Back to Hachimura. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Johnson with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
They get it back. Pittsburgh has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Shoots. Hits the jumper in space.
$48. 35 or something. Kristaps Porzingis is going crazy. 19 points a game. Chris Middleton has 10. DeAnthony Melton has 7. Rui Hachimura has 7. Only 5 points for Fortin Jr.
Wallace outside. Back to Porzingis. Shoots over Duran. Porzingis can't hit.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
And Pittsburgh, looking at who they've got out there. Derek Jones is out there with Peyton. Then there's Jalen Duran. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Melton in at the 1. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
Duran sets the screen for Caldwell-Pope. And Duran slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Now here's Wallace. Outside, Porzingis. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got his 4th rebound in this one. Melton with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Peyton outside. Pass to Duran. Now Melton lets it go from deep.
Ah, come on.
No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Here's Rizashay. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Johnson outside. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's his first foul. Adams, he's checked in for Duran.
You know what? We got. I'm putting in Terrence Davis. Caldwell Pope is tired.
And the Hawks with
Even if the
possession
force
here.
fell, we need
Down
him
by
out.
15. Daniels finds Porzingis. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Wallace misses. Pittsburgh has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Daniels against Melton. Fires for 3.
2 for 6.
Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Now here's Porzingis. It's stolen by Adams. In transition, here comes Pittsburgh. And the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Pittsburgh.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots, getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Pittsburgh. Coach, I know you're familiar with Caldwell-Pope's game from coaching him early in his career.
Yeah, look, Kevin, and he's just continued to get better and better. And like most veteran guys, he's just gotten smarter with the experience that he has. This is a guy who plays with great energy. He's in great shape, and he is tough as heck and is not going to make many mistakes.
And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him. It's Davis on the wing. He's covered by Daniels.
Oh, Terrence Davis.
That one's good by Davis. Davis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's his first 3 and his first
one
point
thing
of
to
the
do
Pittsburgh
this at
Sports.
home, another
He traded
to
away
do it
King
in a
of Houston.
hostile environment.
He didn't like
It
his
sure
role
is.
here.
They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Let's take a look at Dallas. They slide down to the 3rd spot, trying not to slide any further.
And I think for Pittsburgh, they've been middle of the pack for most of the season. This just might be who they are. Not a great team, but at least they aren't bringing up the rear.
Here's Rizashay. He's coming off a 22-point game against New Orleans.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now here's Adams. Shakes him. And it's good on the way in. Adams has got 6.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Wallace hits 2 free throws. Now Melton, 12 points for him. Outside, Payton.
Do that again. Oh, yeah.
Just 5 on the clock. Adams sets the pick for Payton. He goes up again, and Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
The Hawks shooting a cool 28% in the second quarter. Daniels dishes to Wallace. And he makes good on
That boy's cooking me for no
8
reason.
points for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jones with the screen on Wallace. Inside. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Adams with the screen on Daniel. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And once he gets clear off
Terrence
the screen,
Davis.
there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
So it's the Hawks now, after the basket by Pittsburgh on the other end. Wallace misses.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And taken away by Johnson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
Well, the thing is, you got to be very careful when Porzingis gets that catch and shoot game working.
Jones sets the pick for Melton.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
For Pittsburgh, they've been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Melton hits them both. 11 seconds left in the first half. Rizachet with it. And a wide open look for Daniel. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
There you go.
Force out in front, just dominating this one. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now, and Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the...
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
All right, let's see if she makes it. Damn it.
One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
So many potential winners here. I'm looking into my crystal ball, but it's cloudy. I just can't figure it out, guys. We know who the favorite will be, Shaq. Stop it. We know the 4 or 5 guys who will challenge him. After that, it's anyone's guess.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Atlanta Hawks.
Jacking up that many wild threes, you know Coach is going to be giving you an earful.
Yeah, but who's calling the plays? Who can put the game plan together? Coach should be yelling in the mirror.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right.
Why is he getting all the love?
Right now.
Pittsburgh has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Riza-Shea.
Oh, I had it
the
too.
post pairing Johnson along with Porzingis, and it's Wallace in a point. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Wallace. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Wallace has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Hawks. Hachimura with his screen on Wallace.
There we go. Walter Clayton hits another 3.
He's got 8.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Riza-Shea with it. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Daniels, no good. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Out to the right wing. Middleton with a screen for Hachimura. And there's Pittsburgh with another bucket.
Understanding how to burn the defense in those sets. Hachimura doesn't rush anything. Lets the play develop naturally.
Daniels kicks to Porzingis. Back to Daniels. Outside, Porzingis, 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. And it's Riza-Shea missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Duran with a screen on Daniels. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Shot from 12. And it's off the back rim, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Duran, no good.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Here's Riza-Shea. And the dunk by Riza-Shea.
Yeah, if you give Riza-Shea a chance at the rim, he's gonna make you pay.
Middleton outside. Fires from deep.
Oh my. I don't know why I did that.
Rebound. Johnson's got 5 rebounds
that was
tonight.
such an easy.
Here's Wallace. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Duran's got 6 rebounds in the game. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea. He's been making
Walter
plays.
Clayton just went
Back to
coast
you.
to coast for the team.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Wallace, the pass to Daniels. Out to Porzingis. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Riza-Shea. Here's the 3. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Caldwell Pope passes to Hachimura. The tray. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 13.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebounding.
Now Hachimura, following the Porzingis miss from deep. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
But Riche's so talented with the ball in his hands.
And so here are the Force, following the bucket by the Hawks. To the paint, here's Hachimura. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Daniels passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, one of the premier offensive players in the league, Kristaps Porzingis is hot tonight, putting on a show.
Porzingis with the block. Daniels against Caldwell Pope. Drops in the layup for 2. Daniels has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Too tired, boys. Too tired.
To just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
In a wide open look for Hachimura. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
So Pittsburgh ends up going with the whole new group. Pittsburgh leading by 7, and Pittsburgh looking at who they've got out there. We've got Duren. Payton is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Rui Hachimura, and it's Iguodala in at the power forward. Wide open. Duren pulls it down. Pittsburgh has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Hachimura. It's good!
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance.
Here's Riche. He's covered by Hachimura.
He has 46 points on 30. Okay.
Now Porzingis.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
the first free throw is good, and that brings them within 8.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
Here's Hachimura. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Here's Riche. Caldwell Pope brings the double team. Johnson fires. No good from 3.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
The Hawks trail by 9.
Damn.
Oh, the floater is good.
Well, Riche has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Pittsburgh shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Now Hachimura. Caldwell Pope outside. Puts it up. The putback, trying again, and he lays that one in.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Atlanta calls timeout. 43 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Attention fans. Now the score is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear you. Home runs and team.
Johnson outside. Porzingis. And another one. Amazing. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
LaForce with the ball. 6-point game. Now Hachimura. Up again.
Well, you feel for the defense there. Duran is just a beast inside.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
LaForce with the ball. And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Duran pulls it down. Hachimura fires. It's good.
The 3.
Let's
So
go.
it's Pittsburgh
Everyone
picking up the
124,
win.
113.
And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps.
Rui Hachimura's player of the game. Had 28 points and 4 rebounds. Walter Clayton had 4, 15, 5, and 6. So he might be the starter. We lose against the Heat. Max Christie's back. Hachimura dropped another 22 points. Chris Middleton dropped 20 points as well. Conley came back and had 10, 5, 4, and 2 steals. And then next game, Jalen Duran 26 and 10. Max Christie dropped 11. Conley had 6 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. Two centers? Why were we going to do with 2 centers? I'm gonna give him to the best team in the. I'm gonna give him somewhere else, but let's see. I'm just trying to see who on that last year's standing full. Would be the Timberwolves, Clippers, Lakers, Warriors. Clippers don't really need one. Obviously, the Warriors don't. Trying to trade him somewhere in the West that would need his services. And I really don't want to trade him to the East. I guess we'll figure it out later. When I come back, we'll trade him somewhere. I might trade him to the Cavs because I don't think they don't really have a good point guard. They got Sam Morril playing the point guard position. Why did they pay him that much money? Anyways. Do I need wings though? Yeah, probably. Yeah, because I won't want to clean to start. I would like for him to start. We'll trade him somewhere.